Hey yo, what's up guys? It's me, DPX, back here with another episode of the podcast. DPX talks for about an hour. You guys might hear noise in the back. That's cause I have the door to my room, like my little studio here, open, and a fan is coming through. The wire's not long enough to come in here, and I don't want the noise to be too noisy. So anyway, I'm fine. It's hot in here. It's a nice, 85-degree weather here in New Jersey. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're gonna get right into it with the smaller topics. Stuff that you know I don't have too much to say about it, but I feel the need to talk about them. So starting with this little thing, usually ever since the pandemic started, I've been giving updates on what the virus has been canceling, delaying, changing, whatever. There's not much to really say. The only thing I've noticed that it made the new Tom Hanks war movie Greyhound go to Apple TV Plus, which I don't have that, but I'm gonna try to find a way to watch that movie because that looks good. But yeah, other than that, I can't really think of anything. Movie theaters are starting to open up, but I'm gonna talk about if Tenet will make its release date or not. So I'll get more into that later. But there's another recent event that happened, and you know what it is, the protests. I don't want to, this isn't a political podcast or anything, so I don't want to dwell on this too much, especially since I've already made a video recording the protest, and I think it's good that I did that to help spread the word even more than it has. Black Lives Matter. Police brutality should be outlawed unless it's self-defense, and really has to be self-defense. And then looting and rioting, maybe rioting to an extent, but looting is fucked up and not a good way to protest. I didn't record this part, but during the protest the march in my town, um, there was then a bunch of speeches at one of the schools, and a couple kids were just fucking around with cops, shit like that. Those cops didn't do anything. So I mean, that's kind of dumb. These are also kids that have experiences with the cops for other reasons. So I'm not gonna dwell on this too much. But yeah, Black Lives Matter. Anyways, let's get on with our smaller topics. I just want to start with Let's see. I got some things. Oh right, the PS5 event. Whew. Let me tell you, I feel that thing is cursed. It was originally announced for February of this year. That got delayed, and I feel like it was going to be another day of the year, but it probably got pushed due to the pandemic. Don't quote me on that. I haven't been following it that much. It's possible that that's not the case because I've heard of every other new date and pushed date. So whatever. And then it was announced June. Let me check the calendar. It was last Thursday, uh, June 4th. Announced to be June 4th, but then that was pushed back due to the protests. And Sony didn't want to be no, ignore the protests. Look at us. They didn't want to do that. So respect. Now that the protests aren't well, no, they're still going on, but it's you can have other things go on too now. It's um, I don't know how to say it without sounding like an idiot, but you get what I'm saying, hopefully. So now they've announced it for tomorrow, in fact. Uh, July, June 11th. Today is June 10th. Hopefully this also goes up. The audio version will go up on June 10th. Hopefully the YouTube version goes up on June 10th. I'm recording this earlier in the day, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm excited. I will be live streaming my reaction to this reveal event because I really want to know what the PS5 has. The Xbox Series X, like I have more trust in Sony, but I'm not counting the Series X out completely. Who knows? I might get fucking both when they come out. I don't know, but I just have more trust in Sony, and I believe Sony will like blow me away tomorrow. Whether it be like there's a rumor like Demon Souls or Bloodborne, something like that. I don't know. They can reveal Spider-Man 2, Horizon Zero Dawn 2, God of War 2, or I mean it's a sequel to God of War 5, maybe however you look at it. You know, I've heard rumors that there might be that Days Gone might go on there. I don't know. The Days Gone. I never played that one. It does look a lot of fun though. So I heard it's bad, but it does look fun. So I might want to try that. But it's just there's just a lot to look forward to about this event, and the Xbox Series X. That was a good event up until Assassin's Creed part. Me and Doug talked about that whole fiasco, I guess, last last episode, last month. And it was pretty dumb that like they also didn't specify that any of those were exclusives. This like if they show the right games, like you don't need to tell us that they're exclusive, like because like if you show Spider-Man, like by Insomniac, because Sony now owns Insomniac, so that's simple. If you reveal Spider-Man 2, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but if you reveal Spider-Man 2, that's clear to me at least that it's exclusive. Maybe you should still specify that it's exclusive. But yeah, pretty excited for the PS5 event. Anyways, oh yeah, there's something I want to talk about in terms of WWE. I talk about it a little bit. I made an entire episode of the podcast, almost 2 hours long, of me recapping the two-night WrestleMania. I talked about it when CM Punk came back to Fox, not really WWE, and I talked about what the coronavirus can do to the WWE. That's really, and I rambled about it in one episode. I don't know. There's this woman wrestler named Nia Jax who is she's actually the cousin of The Rock, so that's why she's still employed. Because my gosh, she is fucking dangerous. Um, like basically, she got this move called the Buckle Bomb band, and for you that don't know, and a lot of you who watch me or listen to this podcast don't know wrestling. So the Buckle Bomb is basically like it's essentially you throw your opponent into like the top turnbuckle, you know, and they're supposed to bounce off, So there's like cooperation, Obviously, wrestling is staged and faked and everything, so there's some cooperation there. Um, like a couple months ago, Nia Jax was in this match with Kairi Sane, and did not that wasn't a normal buckle bomb she performed on her. It was she like fucking threw her like nothing into the turnbuckle, not the top one, the middle one, and it gave her a concussion. That was after she came back from a concussion as well. Then like a few weeks ago, she does it again. Not only that, she chucks her into the fucking steel steps, and then gets the buckle bomb banned. Bro, something something needs to happen to Nia Jax, because like this isn't the first time she's done this. Kairi Sane's not the only person she's done this to. She's done this to like a lot of people. She once even canceled like a championship match because she injured Bayley. Like it's fucked up how much. And she's getting a championship match at Backlash, which is like Sunday. Like she's it's essentially like she's getting awarded for this, like, I don't want to say unprofessionalism, but, like, it's more like not knowing her own strength. Like, she's, like, much bigger than, like, most of the girls she fights, you know. So she has to be aware, you have to be aware of your own strength when you're doing shit like that. And she isn't. So, but people are saying she needs to get fired. I'm not saying fired, maybe suspended or put back to developmental to work on uh, what she does. She was out for like a year, but that didn't. She didn't learn anything from that. So obviously she's gonna need more than a year. So yeah, that's all I got on that. IGN. Here again, making a pretty bad review uh, for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I made a review for that. Go check it out. It's one of my more recent reviews, so go check that out. It'll probably be at the end of this video on the YouTube version, but yeah, I thought it was really good. There's a problem with what they did though. You know, they keep talking about how it's such a great improvement over the other two versions, the one on the Wii and the one on the new 3DS. And then they give the game an 8 out of 10. Now, an 8 out of 10 is good. That's actually really good. Like, usually when a review score is, like, lower than a 9, people want to murder you. But, no, an 8 out of 10 is really good. But, see, sorry about that cut, by the way, but you see, they gave Definitive Edition an 8 out of 10, which is not bad, but they constantly kept saying it was an improvement over the other two versions. What did they give the other two versions? The Wii version, they gave a 9, and the new 3DS version, which is pretty bad, I heard, by the way, they gave a fucking 8.7. 8.7. And you say Definitive Edition is an improvement. No, it's not. Plus, there's much misinformation in the review, and there's also mispronunciation of characters' names. How do you do that? Did you not play the game? Like they say, the dude says Rain instead of Rhine, which I kind of get that. When I first read it, I was a lot younger when I first found out about these characters. When I first read the name, I read Rain, but that was because I was an idiot that never played the game. But it's spelled R-E-Y-N. So maybe that can kind of slide, because that could work. It's kind of does spell rain, but, like, it's pronounced Rhine. You should, if you played the game, you should know that. And then, what makes no sense, though, is that the reviewer pronounced Dunban Duncan. There's no C in his name. What the fuck you on about? So, yeah, it was quite hard to watch, that review. Anyways, there's also Sonic. You know, I really liked Sonic, the movie, a lot better than I expected. I mean, towards its release, I expected something good, but, like, when the first trailers dropped a long time ago, and if you were to tell me that this were to, like, really break the curse of game-to-movie adaptations, I would have strangled you. Because the trailer looked so bad originally. But, no, I liked the first one, and they set up a sequel. Well, they've confirmed the sequel. They've confirmed that, I forgot his name. No, Jeff Fowler, I believe his name was. Yeah. They've confirmed that Jeff Fowler is back. They didn't, as far as I'm concerned, they didn't confirm any of the, they didn't confirm any of the cast to be returning, which is strange because they are really good. But Ben Schwartz, James Marsden, and Jim Carrey especially, they gotta come back. So I don't really want to say much about that. I hope to see Tails. He's in the after credits scene. I hope to see Knuckles, my boy. Knuckles is my boy, you know. So I hope to see those characters. But yeah, pretty cool. Let's see what else. I have a whole list here in case you're wondering why I always turn over. I guess the last brief topic I got here is Oh yeah, I got HBO Max recently. My boy, Ramkid actually lended me a his login and everything. He logged in on my laptop and all that stuff, and I have HBO Max. I've been watching a lot of Doom Patrol because new season's coming out. Um, but I'll have more to say about the service itself. Maybe I can look at the service later in the show. But there's one thing I wanted to quickly talk about, and that is the Looney Tunes cartoons. Now, this is probably the biggest original they have. It's nothing that would make me want to get the service. You know, the library they have made me want the service, and just the Snyder Cut, which I'll also talk about later, which isn't coming till 2021, but that makes me interested in the service. But the Looney Tunes cartoons, they're good. I like them. I watched all of them. There's like 10. Well, each episode has actually two shorts, I guess, plus a little one in between, like in sort of interlude that's short. Um, yeah, they're really funny. I just find all of them entertaining. They do just they get all the characters. They get a Bugs Bunny cartoon. They get, excuse me, a Porky and Daffy cartoon. Um, they get like a Wile E. Coyote and a Roadrunner cartoon. They get Tweety and Sylvester. It's cool stuff. Um, the last one was Daffy and Elmer Fudd. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I like the whole thing. It's awesome. I guess it gets an 8 out of 10. Don't kill me because it's less than a 9. It's an 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Pretty good. Anyways, now let's move on to our bigger topics. And this is not really a major event because nothing of it came up recently, but it was sort of something I was wondering back at the Nintendo Direct where they announced the new Arms character, or that the next Smash character was going to be Arms from Arms. They said it was going to be in June. We're now in June, and we don't know who the character is. We don't know when it's coming out, when the character is coming out. I made a whole video a while ago. Who will the Arms character be in Smash Ultimate? Go check it out because I still agree with it. Will we see the Arms character here? Because Sakurai then tweeted after the Direct. He then tweeted saying, "Don't count on it coming out. Uh, don't count on the character coming out in June." So June's not confirmed. Like, it was in the Direct, yeah, but a June for the new character, that's not set in stone. So will we see the new Arms character this month? You know what? There's then a later tweet saying Sakurai said that like he's working on the characters from home. So I think so. I think we're getting the new character this month. Um, at the very least, we'll see gameplay. We'll see some sort of reveal. Um, will we get to play the new character? Hopefully. I don't think it's out of the question. I would love to, but I don't think sorry, I just got a bunch of notifications clearing it up. I feel it's what am I saying? Shit. No. But we should at least get like a reveal this month, maybe a like release for the character next month. Um I'd like to know who this character is. Um, and I people are saying it's going to be Springman and Ribbon Girl, like sort of in like a Robin Wii Fit Trainer Inkling Villager situation with one's a skin. You know, I don't. They're sort of like the two Springman at least is like the least interesting character from Arms, and I'm not quite sure if I would. Plus, he's an assist trophy, which that's an unwritten rule. That rule could be broken because it's not a real rule. But I don't. I just don't like it. He's the main character, yeah, but it's also you also look at all the other characters, and it's just like, really, you're picking Springman all out of all of them? Like, Ribbon Girl is also pretty basic, but like she can like jump higher and everything. She has like different abilities. And you look at other more likely candidates like Twintel or Min Min or Ninjara or Helix. They are like you look at them and it's sort of like these are wacky enough to be in Smash. I mean, then again, I mean, every character uses like their Twintel uses her hair, but still the same idea. Every character uses their arms to stretch and punch from a long distance. That's wacky enough for Smash. But I mean, Springman, like they already made him an assist trophy. I really do think we are going to go the route of a different character. I will not be. I'm not saying it's out of the question for Springman to be the character. Um, I I would like it to be a different character. I did say a while ago that if it's Springman, thus proving the whole assist trophy theory wrong, or the assist trophy unwritten rule, whatever. Um, I will. Somebody has to send me an entire tub of G Fuel, and I'll snort the whole thing in one singular line. Um, and thinking about it now, even though I said it, I don't want to do that. So I hope it's not Springman. But no, I also he's just the least interesting Arms character. But this is like, will we see the Arms? I think we will. I think we'll get a Sakurai Direct, as many people like to call it. I believe we will see the Sakurai Direct for the Arms character this month. Will we see the actual character, like, will the actual character come out? I'd say that's likely, but I don't know. I think usually it's like, well, with Byleth it was different. I was about to say usually it's like, the character gets a presentation and then is out later that day or the next day or whatever. Byleth wasn't that, but like, Byleth was also revealed in that presentation. Um, and had a release date announced of 2 weeks later. And so I mean, we know it's an Arms character, but will will the character come out when the presentation is? I don't know. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. By the way, something just popped in my head. I think the reason they announced ahead of time that it's an Arms character is so Sakurai doesn't get harassed when they reveal the when he does the fucking presentation, because like there was a lot of hype for the fifth Smash character, and it was revealed to be Byleth, and people sort of got upset. And yeah, maybe just saying it's a character from Arms. And if you didn't say that and you revealed in the presentation who it is, then that probably wouldn't fly well. But like now you're saying, don't worry, guys, it's a character from Arms. All right. So now it's sort of like, okay, because I would kind of like a better character than that, to be honest. There are leaks about Crash Bandicoot, Rayman, fucking Big B Wolf from Wolf Among Us. I feel like I'm the only one who noticed that leak. Um, but if those characters do come in, this is gonna be one hell of um a fucking fighter fighters pass. I've already ordered the fighters pass. I did that pretty recently, so I'm excited to see what's next. I'm excited for the arms character because it's been pretty long since we've gotten a new Smash character. It's been since the end of January. Come on, Sakurai, lay it on me. Okay, now this one's sort of old news. Moving on, it's sort of old news. It's been a thing for quite a while, but I gotta talk about it. I don't know how long I'll dwell on this. It's a bigger topic, which is why I didn't include it with the smaller topics, but a lot of you know about this already, and that is the Justice League Snyder Cut. Now, the hashtag started a while ago. Hashtag release the Snyder Cut, release it. Jason Momoa said he's been to like Zack Snyder's house and watched the Snyder Cut, and it's unfinished. When they watched it, apparently, and you know, Deborah Snyder and Zack Snyder, they're saying no, it ain't. It's not gonna be on it's not gonna be in the theaters, right? Because that will never happen. So then, but then I heard someone bring up, we're in this pandemic. Why not? We're in this pandemic. Pandemic. We're in this pandemic. HBO Max is coming out soon. Why not just drop? Excuse me. Why not just drop the Snyder Cut on HBO Max at launch? And I'm like, you can do that actually. Turns out they are gonna do that kind of. They're dropping it on HBO Max, but not till 2021 because it's actually way more unfinished than we all thought. You know, what, $30 million? I believe it might even be more than that they are spending uh, to get this movie finished. And I didn't hate Justice League like the original cut. I didn't hate that like all the other like most people did. I found it to be entertaining, but the tone shifts and the tonal issues, I guess we call them that, that was a big issue because like you go from a dark, gritty Snyder film to a happy, funny Joss Whedon film within the same movie, and that like they're two completely like the type of movies Joss Whedon makes, the type of movies Zack Snyder makes, two different. They're like opposites, you know. I can't. I don't blame Joss Whedon. He's a good director, good filmmaker. Zack Snyder, I don't blame him either. He's also a good filmmaker. And if this is bad, the Snyder Cut, that's bad, then at least we got to see Zack Snyder's original vision. The movie was also supposed to be in two parts. Like there's supposed to be a part one, a part two. Kind of like I guess Infinity War. That was how the Endgame was originally Infinity War Part 2. But I guess the two parts are gonna be in this one movie, or might not even be a movie. It might be a series on HBO Max. That would be good if that would be cool if it's like a mini series. But because if it's a movie, that's a 4 hour long movie. Um, like that's already like fucking ridiculous if you're going into a movie theater to watch a 4 hour long movie. But imagine sitting at home and watching a 4 hour. You can stop and do something to like use the bathroom, play a game, or something like that after a little bit. But it's It's just, I don't know if it will really work that much better at home, sitting on your ass on your couch or your chair. The way I watch streaming movies are a bit different than most people, but sitting on your ass on your chair on a couch um, for 4 hours might be a little much to me, at least. I don't. Maybe I might need a pillow on my chair. Um, but whatever, whatever. That's just me. That's just me. That I don't speak for the whole world. So yeah, I'm excited to see the Snyder cut. And now that I have HBO Max, I definitely could see it. So yeah. Anyway, guys. I didn't want to dwell on this one too much. So let me know down below what you think of the Snyder cut and the announcement of the Snyder cut and how much money they're gonna spend. And Darkseid is even gonna appear in it. That's crazy. Um, but yeah. Anyways, moving on from the Snyder cut to HBO Max. I just got HBO Max. So if you hear clicking, but I'm going to actually um, enable my screen recorder. So sorry if you hear clicking and um, stuff. Uh, yeah, as I said, my boy Ramkit, you know, lended me HBO Max, and I'm watching Doom Patrol. I watched all the I'm watching Doom Patrol, and watched all the episodes of Looney Tunes cartoons, and I'm liking it. It has problems, like both, it has all kinds of problems. I'll say that, but yeah, we'll go. Now you audio listeners, you won't be able to see, so I'll like name everything I see for you guys. Um, as we see here, um, don't ask why it says Lisa, by the way. It just you see all the you get all the shows, all the stuff here. We got Sesame slash CNN standing up to racism. Obviously, you know what that's about. Love Life. You got I May Destroy You. You got I Know This Much Is True. Insecure. On the Record, which is like this documentary, something, and Legendary. As you can see here, well, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's Doom Patrol right here. That where it says continue watching. There's featured series. We got like Friends, Betty, The Sopranos, Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, Real Time with Billy Maher, The Big Bang Theory. We got Katie Keene, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, The High Maintenance, Gendy Tart. I never heard of this. I'm sorry. Gendy Tartakovsky's Primal. Game of Thrones. That's a big get for a lot of people. Well, a lot of people already had HBO, but you know what I mean. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Batwoman. Run. Axios. Rick and Morty. It is missing season 4, but the other 3 seasons are just as good. So, Impractical Jokers, Doctor Who. That's everything. I don't know why yeah, it's got the originals they have here are the Not Too Late Show with Elmo, which is like a late night talk show, I guess, but like with Sesame Street characters. Legendary, which I don't know what that is. Love Life, which I believe that's just all I know about is it's a show with Anna Kendrick, really. Looney Tunes cartoons, which is great. On the Record, which I mentioned, and Craftopia, which is kind of like how that was all I knew about Love Life. All I know about Craftopia is that it's a show with Lord DIY, YouTuber, in it. Got featured movies. We got Ad Astra, X-Men First Class. Funny seeing Marvel properties and DC properties on the same platform. We got X-Men First Class, Clash of the Titans, Alien vs. Predator, Chicago, Magic Mike, Lucy in the Sky, Wonder Woman, The Meg, Contagion, The Hobbit, and The Desolation of Smog, My Neighbor Totoro, why did I say that? Ready or Not, Suicide Squad, Black Klansman, Downtown Abbey, Batman vs Superman. We got all the Harry Potter films. Celebrating Black Voices, they got here. It just got a bunch of movies about Black people, or shows as well. And over here, HBO Max hubs. So like click on HBO, it gives you everything that that are like from HBO. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Watchmen, I was thinking of watching. No pun intended. Yeah, some cool stuff here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what else to say about that, to be honest. But and then we got DC. There's a lot of stuff from DC. You got Suicide Squad, which is bad, by the way. I'm sorry. Batman, which is like the original live-action Batman movie. Batman vs Superman, Watchmen, Batman: The Killing Joke, and we got Beware the Batman, which I had never heard of or seen before, and that looks fucking. I don't know. That looks like a parody, to be honest. Epic origin stories. We got, Aquaman, Shazam, Catwoman, Batwoman, Wonder Woman, Justice League, Jonah Hex, which is also disgusting. Batman, Gotham Knight, Green Lantern, which is also disgusting. Supergirl, which is also disgusting, and Steel. But the thing is, here they got a huge library of DC films. So they even dug this deep to get Jonah Hex, Green Lantern, Supergirl, Steel. As you see, Doom Patrol Season 2 is coming. We got the animated movies. I'm not going to name everything like how I did. They do have all these Batman films. They don't have the Nolan films because there's still certain rights to them. And they don't have they don't have Man of Steel on here either. But yeah, Joker doesn't seem to be on here either. Even though I'm pretty sure they said that it was going to launch with Joker. But it's not on here. So, Sesame Street, I mean, I can't. I did Sesame Street. I don't care too much about Sesame Street, to be honest. I'm sure. It seems that the HBO Max does have something for everyone because, I mean, even young kids can. It has Sesame Street on here. Then we got TCM, Turner Classic Movies. Got movies like Casablanca, Citizen Kane, Singing in the Rain. That rhymed. North by Northwest, Cool Hand Luke, East of Eden, Pride and Prejudice. We got a bunch of like classic films that probably came out before my parents were born. Wizard of Oz is on here, so that's pretty cool. Piranha, that I hear that's really good. A lot of these I haven't seen before, so maybe if I really want to, I can watch them. Bunch of like movies before the colored days, that what they call them. I'm not as big into movies as I am into video games, just so you know. So I might sound like an idiot, but Studio Ghibli. I believe this is the first time these movies are on streaming platforms. My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service, Howl's Moving Castle, Princess Mononoke, Ponyo. I'm not gonna read all of them, but yeah, I've never watched any Studio Ghibli films, but from what I've heard, that seems like something I gotta correct. So maybe I'll watch them. Who knows? Um, Adult Swim. They got a lot of stuff from Adult Swim, like Rick and Morty. That's a big get for the service. The Boondocks. Robot Chicken is really good. Yeah, I don't. A lot of these, they got Samurai Jack on here. That's pretty good. Um, yeah, they got a huge collection of Cartoon Network shows like Apple and Onion, which I never watched. Craig of the Creek, which I never watched. Adventure Time, which I used to not like, but I realized the genius within that show. The Powerpuff Girls, which is good. Amazing World of Gumball, which I used to love. Regular Show, which I used to love. But they got the movie here. Like, that's just not the show. But Steven Universe, they got a whole uh, collection of. They got Ben 10. They got a whole collection of cool stuff from Cartoon Network. So that's your type of thing. Crunchyroll, you get a bunch of anime. You don't. You get Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I hear that's really good. You know, I don't. They also have Kill la Kill. I've heard good stuff about that. They Berserk. Berserk is good. Um, yeah, they don't have any like big hitters. Any of them that I know too well. But then they have Looney Tunes. Um, they got the Looney Tunes cartoons. Looney Tunes Back in Action, which is pretty good. Tweety's High Flying Adventure. Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries, a bunch of cool stuff for Looney Tunes. So yeah, that is HBO Max. Um, it does have problems though, because certain things it said it was gonna launch with, it didn't. Like Joker isn't there. You know, that's a bit. That kind of sucks. Yeah, that kind of sucks. And they're also removing a bunch of movies soon. I didn't even I didn't even look at any of the like. There's a bunch of like stuff that's not categorized into anything. You know, I don't want to, but I don't want to dwell on this too much. They got like the Alien movies, they got the Predator movies, they got Friday the 13th, they got Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, they got other movies like Braveheart. Um, some cool stuff. Jaws is on there. Some cool stuff for sure. But they're removing a lot of them, and that's kind of dumb. But what you gonna do? They're gonna come back. I'm telling you, they're gonna come back. But it just seems a bit of a bait and switch. But yeah, HBO Max. Did you get a chance to get it? Let me know. Anyways, next up, I don't want to dwell on this one too long either, because this man, it's sort of dumb to even dwell on this man too much. But Jake Paul is a fucking idiot. You know, I've started to get a little more respect for Logan. I don't watch his shit at all, but he seemed to have matured and not get into as much, you know, dumb shit and controversy. Jake Paul just keeps doing dumb shit, and no one's talking about him. He was on a decline. So he wants to get people talking about him. He wants his 15 minutes of fame. So he goes to Arizona, Scottsville, I believe, and he is hanging around a bunch of looters. Um, bro, what are you doing here? Why are you there? Um, that just angers me because I mean, yeah, the whole racial injustice that went on angers me more. This angers me almost just as much, cause like you're ruining the lives of people who did nothing. You know, they didn't deserve it. You know, the one guy in New York, I believe, who had his restaurant burned down, like, his life is ruined. And he didn't do anything. Luckily, a bunch of people, like, donated to his GoFundMe and, like, exceeded the, you know, goal, but still, it's going to take a while to rebuild. And so now Jake Paul is, like, he's with a bunch of these idiot looters. And what are you doing there, man? What are you doing there? I don't. What are you doing, bro? It's every day, bro. What are you doing? I just I don't know. I don't know what to say. And he's getting charged for trespassing. Good. Fuck him. Uh, Look, I'm happy he's on a decline because it's sort of like when a while back when Logan did the suicide forest thing. Um, I sort of thought, let's stop making these dumbasses famous because they're only make getting more famous and they're doing this stupid shit because because of us essentially. We keep talking about them and I'm falling into this trap too. But we keep talking about them, we keep clicking on their videos. Stop doing that. Stop clicking on their videos especially. Don't give them more revenue than they're already making. Jake Paul's on a decline. Honestly, like he can't. I'm not saying he can't pursue his dream if his dream is to be a content creator, but like, my God, it's a good that he's on a decline because he's not the fucking face of this platform anymore. That's good. And when I must say he didn't partake in any looting himself. He wasn't looting. But when it's when you see when you fucking see a YouTuber um hang around looters while they're looting and trespass into a mall that is closed, they broke into the mall and then like what one of the looters gave Jake a stolen whiskey which he accepted and didn't like say nah don't give that to me or I don't just don't. First of all, you just shouldn't have been there. But if when a YouTuber does that shit, especially with someone at the level of Jake Paul, who, despite his level of idiocy, is still fucking huge, even when he's been on a bit of a decline. It makes everyone look bad. Like it makes YouTubers look like idiots to outsiders. And it is honestly really annoying when, like, the news are like, for lack of a better term, boomers. Or even, like, I don't know, just outsiders. I'm not gonna say boomers. But outsiders, I guess. They just constantly are saying that YouTubers are like some fucking disease. Whoops, sorry about that. Some fucking disease that needs to be, like, cured. No, it's just idiots. Stupid people. Alright, that's not a YouTube problem. They don't create idiots. But they did kind of create Jake Paul. I just fucking spit on my computer. Alright. I Look, I don't want to give this dude any more minutes. Alright? Hopefully I don't have to talk about this dumbass again. So I'm gonna move on. Especially since we're going pretty long this time, so yeah, we're moving on. The HBO Max part really I really spent a lot of time on that. Anyways, so there's Sega a while ago announced hey, we're gonna have a brand new announcement and it will be on par with the PS5 and that got a lot of people, including myself, to really speculate, what are they doing? What can they announce that is on par with the PS5? And many people start to think the Xbox Series X will be officially branded in Japan as the Sega Series X, which that would be huge for both Microsoft and Sega in Japan, because Microsoft, like in Japan, Xbox is like I believe in Japan, Xbox is a fucking like DVD player or something. It's like a DVD player first, game console second in Japan. Like the in Japan, the Xbox is a complete afterthought. So that would be a huge announcement. I never thought it was too likely because there's a lot of hoops to go through with that. It seems easier said than done. Their big announcement were two things. I'll talk about one of them right now. That is the Game Gear Micro. Now I like these these little mini consoles. The NES Classic is great. The SNES Classic is great. The PS1 Classic is garbage. The Genesis Mini, I love that thing. I play it every once in a while, to be honest. It's great. They came out with the TurboGrafx 16 Mini not too long ago. I didn't I don't know about that one, but now Sega's doing the Game Gear Micro, and goddamn is it micro. You probably seen the picture how small it is. It's like that small almost. That's insane. That's gonna give you fucking carpal tunnel. That's insane. Not only that, it's gonna be $50. That sounds good, right? Do you want all games? Well, if you do, then you're gonna spend more than $50. Let's see. I have it. I've there's a black model, a blue model, or blue variant, yellow variant, and a red variant. The problem is if you want, let's see, they each come with 4 games. If you want all 16, you have to buy all 4 variants. That is ridiculous, man. So let's look at them. The first, the black variant comes with Sonic the Hedgehog, Puyo Puyo 2, Outrun, and Royal Stone. Alright? The blue variant comes with Sonic Chaos, Gunstar Heroes, Sylvan Tale, and Baku Baku Animal. Okay? The yellow variant comes with Shining Force Gaiden, Ensai Jashin no Kuni Hi. So sorry about if I butchered that. Shining Force, The Sword of Hajia, Shining Force Gaiden, Final Conflict, and Nazupuyo Aruru no Ru. You think that's for someone who likes Shining Force? And the red one comes with Revelations, the Demon Slayer, Megami Tensei Gaiden, The Last Bible, the Game Gear Shinobi, and Columns. What the fuck? Why aren't they all together? Like, you know how small an SD card is? You can fit, like, so much on there? Like, you can fit all 16 of these games. So let's just say you want to play Sonic the Hedgehog and Shining Force for some fucking reason on the Game Gear. That's you need to buy. You need to spend $50. No, $100. Let's say you wanted to buy, Shinobi. Want to play Shinobi, Shining Force, Gunstar Heroes, and Sonic. Specifically the first Sonic for some reason. You gotta. That's $200. That's dumb. Plus, it's not gonna even be comfortable to play because it'll be smaller than this mouse. Possibly smaller than this mouse. Okay? And the screen's gonna be even smaller. Like, oh, that's not even gonna do it. Maybe that? Oh, you audio listeners are probably very confused right now. I'm trying to figure out how small it will be. It's small. It's not gonna be fun to play. And but maybe that wasn't the big Series 5 what the fuck? Series 5 PS5 tier level reveal. Cause that wasn't the only thing. You know cloud gaming? Well now Sega has announced fog gaming. What is that? A way for you to stream arcades in Japan to your home. Just to, you know, put the nail in the arcade coffin a little more. Okay, what in the ever-loving fuck? Now, unlike the Game Gear Micro, which just seems like a kind of a bad idea, no, a good idea, but seems to be executed very poorly. This is probably a huge deal and a huge, probably a PS5. I almost said Series 5 again. PS5 level announcement for Japan, because arcades are still big in Japan. So if you get to stream them to your home through fog gaming, that's a big deal for Japan. I'm not from Japan, so it's not a big deal for me, but it's probably a big deal. But it just seems that Sega kind of got all our hopes up. Fog gaming, again, that's a big deal in Japan. But I mean, the Game Gear Micro, what the fuck is that? I even made, like, I made a, I made some dumbass video on DPX, which is, like, sort of my channel where I shit post. And then I put, like, it was a video where I messed around with green screen. And that I got the video of some dude punching his laptop, and there's a green screen on the laptop screen, and I put the Game Gear Micro trailer. It's like, boom, fucking didn't want to see that. You got, like, really pissed. So, yeah, that's, I'm not that mad. That was just a little joke, you know. Uh, and that video, that dude punching the laptop, though, that's crazy. But, man, what the fuck, Sega? What is this Game Gear Micro? What is this? Why is it like, bro, I don't know, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? uh, I don't know what else to say, really. I don't. I'm gonna move on to our Discord topic. So, our Discord topic. Okay. Some dude just sent. Ramkid actually sent something in the memes Discord. Which the Discord's down below, by the way. If you want to enter the poll, or if you want to send memes like Ramkid just did, go ahead. So there are three options. One, what is the future of the Mario Kart franchise? Two, Ghost of Tsushima or Paper Mario: The Origami King. Which the thing there is that they come out on the same day, and despite that being one of the options, I do want to talk about that. So I'm just kind of going to talk about that one anyways, to be honest. Number three is the streaming wars. I don't really know how to put this in a sort of a poll question, but basically me explaining what do I think the streaming wars is necessary, why there's so many streaming services. But the winner was Mario Kart. So, time to talk about the future of Mario Kart. What's the future of Mario Kart? Well, see, this is why I asked the question. I asked one of the earliest poll topics for this podcast was what's the future of Smash Ultimate, because I'm not quite sure how you go after. I'm not sure where you go after Ultimate. So kind of like I'm not quite sure where you go after Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, no, obviously this is different from Smash. This isn't like everyone is here. This isn't like the ultimate Mario Kart experience, but like, do you keep building on Mario Kart? Do you basically make it Super Smash Kart? Because you have Inkling, Link, Isabelle, Villager. You got characters not from Nintendo, or not from Mario. They're from Nintendo. In it now. So where do you go? So that's why I put the question in the poll. I put that a while ago, actually. Like that was, oh, bro, that was, I've had that in the poll for months, and now I'm finally doing it. So I think they go Super Smash Kart. I really do. Like, when the next Mario Kart is, I don't know, because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I believe, is like probably the best-selling game on the Switch, if not like amongst the top 5. It's either that or Smash. I believe that is the best-selling game on the Switch. In fact, actually, I will go look that up right now. What is the best-selling Nintendo Switch game? Several games have already sold over 10 million copies, including 2018 Super Smash Bros. And one game has topped 20 million. In a surprise twist, neither a Super Mario, nor a Legend of Zelda game is the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch. It's Mario Kart. Yep, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch. Smash Ultimate, I believe, is second. That's because no one had a Wii U, but this is Mario Kart, so everyone's gonna buy this. I had a Wii U. I had Mario Kart 8. I still bought this game on the Switch because it's a much. This is like one of those games where it's like you gotta like you just gotta. It's Mario Kart. Um, where do you go though? That's the question. I think you go Super Smash Kart. You want to keep the Mario Kart name though. You don't want to change it to Nintendo Kart or Super Smash Kart or whatever. But you want to keep the Nintendo name, but you also want to maybe you should like include more characters from like maybe Link. It's funny to see Link hunched and just sort of crouched into his little go kart. Maybe throw in like Samus, Captain Falcon. Stop fucking teasing us all with Captain Falcon and everything. But it's you can throw in Kirby. Kirby, why isn't he in yet? Because he's not Mario, but Kirby would be a great fit. So I think I don't know when we're getting the next Mario Kart. It might not. We might not even get it. The Mario Kart 9 on this. They should go with the name Mario Kart 9. We might not even get it on the Switch though. I think. I think we could. I think it's pretty likely we'll get it on the Switch. Maybe towards the end of the lifespan. But mm, I think. I think you expand upon the amount of non-Mario characters you threw in. Um, and just go all out. Keep the name Mario Kart, but just go all out. Or all in. I don't fucking know. So, that's my thoughts. Let me know what do you think the future of the Mario Kart franchise is. So now this was the other Discord topic that I kind of shouldn't have made a Discord topic because I was planning on doing that anyways. Um, like the day after I made last month's episode of the podcast, that was like the same day it was published on YouTube, but that was because the uploading problem. It was recorded the day before, but the same day, I remember this because I was like, damn, if I did this one day later, I could have talked about this. That is Paper Mario: The Origami King was announced, and to a good reception. People seem to like how this looks, and people seem to think it's back on track. I think I haven't heard too many reactions, but it looks good. It looks good. Um, the problem is though, it comes out on the same day as one Ghost of Tsushima, and it also doesn't help that the same day, I believe it was like around the same day, Paper Mario was revealed. They dropped that 18-minute look at Ghost of Tsushima, which looked stellar. I'm sorry to make you cringe or something, but stellar. That looked amazing. I am stoked for Ghost of Tsushima, and that creates a problem because, I want to get Paper Mario, I like Paper Mario games, and I was very eager to find out what the Paper Mario game for the Switch was going to be. But Ghost of Tsushima, stellar, man. If I were to pick one, what would it be? What would it be? Ghost of Tsushima. That one looked. I don't like doing this early because we're almost halfway through the year. Halfway through this very unpredictable 2020, but we're almost halfway through. But we're not quite there yet. I think Ghost of Tsushima may be a worthy contender for Game of the Year. You know, that and like Cyberpunk, I can imagine being two of the greatest games of all time. Paper Mario the Origami King, I can't imagine that being perfect. I can imagine that being really good. Like, I would prefer to get Ghost of Tsushima, but it's not like I don't want Paper Mario, because that's sort of like, I'd get, I would get that along with Ghost of Tsushima if I could. I would get that if it didn't come out on the same day. Um, which one do I think will sell better? That depends. I can't really answer that because not everyone's in the same position as I am, you know. Not everyone has a PS4 and a Switch. You know, if you have a Switch, if you don't have a PS4 and you have a Switch, Paper Mario is the game for you. Vice versa, if you have a PS4 and not the Switch, Ghost of Tsushima is for you. Um, if I were to get both of them, which I think I might actually get both of them on the same day, which one would I play first, beat first, review first, whatever? Play first. What I would do is I would play Ghost of Tsushima first, and then play um, I'd play Paper Mario, and I'd flip flop between the two in a way that would work. Which one would I review first? Probably Paper Mario actually, because not only would that be shorter, but also I'll get more views on a review for Paper Mario. So I don't know. You guys let me know. If you, what game would you get, or if you're getting both? Because this is, I mean, it's not as much of a meme that these two are coming out on the same day as Animal Crossing Doom were. I don't know why that was such a huge meme. Because that's not the only other. These aren't the only two times where two games of very different nature have been coming out on the same day. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below on both the audio and YouTube version. So yeah. This is a big one. It's a big one. Yep, I think this is the last topic as well. Fairly recently, Warner Brothers dropped a trailer for Tenet, Christopher Nolan's new movie. And the interesting thing about this movie is while all movies around this, all movies from like the second half of March to April to May to June to most of July, this Tenet is the only one that has yet, got an itch on my eye, has the only one that is yet to be pushed. And now we're a little less, we're a little more than a month away from its originally intended release date, and still intended release date, and it's still not pushed. Warner Brothers seems pretty keen on having this movie welcome people back to the theater. Now, the thing is, this won't be the first movie to come back to the theaters, to get people back to the theaters. There's going to be, like, this new Russell Crowe movie called Unhinged, I believe, where it's a smaller movie, and it's not, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal if that one doesn't end up in theaters, but that's going to be on July 1st, which is, like, pretty soon, actually. That's that's in like what 3 weeks. Um, so I've they Warner Brothers dropped a trailer for Tenet, which that was awesome. Actually, that might be Tenet might be one of my most anticipated films of the year. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what my most anticipated was. It was Wonder Woman, but after seeing this trailer for Tenet, it might be Tenet. Especially since I'm just dying to go back to the theater, man. And Tenet, like, if that can welcome me back to the theater, please. Please. That seems like a great movie. Plus, Christopher Nolan's one of my favorite directors, probably as well as many of your favorite directors. Um, so, in there, in the trailer, it said, coming to theaters. It didn't say the release date in the trailer. It didn't say July 17th, which has always been its intended release date. However, go into the description, it does say that. But not too many people look into the description. Do I think Tenet will make its release date? You guys are probably going to disagree with me here. Other you guys will agree with me, and that's fine. I think it will. In fact, I think that Tenet, I think Mulan, I think Wonder Woman, I think New Mutants, I think fucking Unhinged will all make their release dates. Wanna know why? Because AMC, Regal, Cinemark, the whole king caboodle, except for fucking Fandango. I don't know what's up with them, but they're opening back up. In fact, AMC, who's probably been the most affected from this. Like, they filed for bankruptcy, they went on a recent statement saying, like, substantial doubt they'll be able to stay afloat. It said that, like, they're opening up at the beginning of July. And these theaters are they're trying to be open for Tenet. And I gotta applaud them for that, because I want to see this movie. I want to get back to the theaters. I'm dying to do that. Like, I've been able to review a bunch of movies, but it's never really been the same. You know, I've not. The only two normal movie reviews I've made during this whole pandemic were Scoob and The Lovebirds, and even then there really wasn't a whole lot to say about those two movies, which is probably why they were dumped on VOD and on Netflix. But I want I want to see a movie like Tenet, a, a Christopher Nolan movie. And I think theaters will be open. I think we'll be back in the theater with certain precaution, but I really do think we will get back into the theater in time for Tenet. And I, for one, can't wait, because even though it's incredibly overpriced and incredibly, like, there's a bunch of inconveniences, I love going to the theaters. I love going to the movies. It's a lot of fun. It's the experience. Sometimes you get those assholes that don't have any love for the movies and they just go to pass the times. But when that doesn't happen, it's a fun time at the movies. And I want to go back, and I think Tenet will make its intended release date, and theaters will be open. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Anyways, yeah, I think that may wrap it up for today. Yeah. Well, I do have one smaller thing to talk about. Actually, yeah, I just want to briefly mention It's Friday. Quite a few movies come out. There's um, there's Artemis Fowl on Disney Plus. The Five Bloods on Netflix. There's King of Staten Island on VOD, which I might watch. The other two I could watch for free. Yeah. And no one's talking about this one, but Greyhound on Apple TV Plus, which I don't have, but it looks good. So maybe I'll find a way to watch it. Who knows? It seems that putting the movie on Apple TV Plus though is sort of like a death sentence. Now no one's gonna watch it because no one has that service. But which movie am I most anticipated for? Which one am I gonna watch? Possibly all of them. You know, I might have to pay for King of Staten Island though, and I don't really want to do that. But you know, other than that, I've not seen anything for King of Staten Island though, so I don't even know if I really want to watch that. Artemis Fowl looks boring. It looks bad to be honest, but it's getting farted onto Disney Plus, so I might as well watch it. The Five Bloods, Spike Lee. I mean, come on, that looks great. Um, Greyhound looks great. Tom Hanks in a war movie. I'm cool with war movies, so yeah, that looks great. I just want to say I'll be reviewing whichever movies I watch on Friday as well, just so you guys know. Anyways, yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for today. I went solo today, to break the streak of having guests for like 3 months. Yeah, thanks for listening, watching, whatevering. This has been fun hearing me talk for an hour. So yeah, I'll be back here next month with another episode, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're on SoundCloud listening to me. If you're on YouTube watching this, go follow my SoundCloud. And yeah, see you guys